Walang reklamo, walang nagagalit, walang nagme-message ng complaint. Tahimik lang. Alam mo ba anak, after more than 4 decades of running different businesses, may natutunan akong isang bagay na medyo masakit tanggapin. Silence is not always satisfaction. Minsan, silence means disconnect na pala. Have you ever wondered why some regular customers slowly stop coming back? Kahit wala naman silang sinasabi na problema. Napansin mo ba na may mga dating loyal na suki mo na biglang hindi na nagpapakita pero wala ka namang natatanggap na reklamo? Or have you experienced that moment na nalaman mo na lang from someone else na may problema na pala sila sa service mo pero hindi nila sinasabi sa'yo? Nako, masakit yan anak. Because as business owners, ina-assume natin na kapag ang customers natin ay hindi na masaya, sasabihin nila sa atin. Pero sa totoo lang, karamihan sa mga customers natin ay hindi magsasabi ng totoo. Ayaw nilang makasakit ng damdamin. Ayaw nilang magkaroon ng awkward conversation. Ayaw nilang masira ang relationship natin. Kaya instead of pagrereklamo, they just quietly leave. At kung hindi mo nakikita ang pattern na ito, you should keep wondering. Baka naman bumababa na ang repeat customers mo. So today, let me share 5 stories that will show the painful truth. Dahil kung minsan anak, yung pinaka-dangerous na feedback is the one that you never hear. 1. Okay lang ba? Tapos nawala? Have you ever noticed that some customers who used to buy from you regularly, biglang hindi na lang bumabalik? Maybe you can relate. May couple na ganito rin ang pinagdadaanan eh. Si Janelle at si Warren, they run a lechon manok business. Yung stall nila ay nasa isang busy area. Kaya during weekends, mahaba ang pila. Maraming mga families na bumibili sa kanila every week. Some customers even reserve their orders ahead of time. Kaya nung biglang bumababa na ng konti yung kanilang benta, nagiging a little unpredictable na. Hindi naman sila nag-worry kaagad. Kala nila, maybe it was just the weather or maybe people were just saving money that week. Pero dahan-dahan napapansin ni Janelle ang isang bagay. Some of the regular customers were no longer showing up. Walang complaints, walang negative comments, wala. Tahimik lang. Tapos, one afternoon, yung isang dating regular customer dumaan sa stall niya. Tapos, ginreach siya. So, nagtanong si Janelle. Casually, sabi niya, "Di ka na bumibili lately ah?" Tapos yung customer naman parang napahiya at nag-isip-isip muna bago siya sumagot. Kasi mas gusto na namin yung doon sa kabilang kanto. Mas juicy daw yung manok nila eh. So that comment surprised them because no one had ever told them that something was wrong. Later, na-realize nila something that is really important. Yung pala, sometimes the chicken was overcooked during busy hours. Hindi na consistent ang timpla kapag nagmamadali ang staff. Customers started to notice but no one said anything. You see, customers do not want confrontation. Mas madali para sa kanila ang lumipat na lang kaysa magsabi ng reklamo. The lesson is this: a customer who is quiet is actually dangerous. Silence does not always mean satisfaction. Sometimes, it simply means that they had found another option. Number 2. Ang totoo, hindi sinasabi sa iyo, nakatanggap ka na ba ng complaint mula sa isang suki pero hindi sa iyo mismo, sa ibang tao na lang? Sounds familiar, di ba? Just like this lady na tawagin nating Beth. Si Beth ay merong isang general merchandise store na nagsaserve sa area niya for many years na and she knows most of her customers by name. Isa sa kanyang loyal customers, dahan-dahan na hindi na bumabalik. Napansin ni Beth, pero sabi niya sa sarili niya, ay nako baka busy lang siya. Pero one day, a neighbor mentioned casually to Beth na yung suki niya pala ay sinasabi na medyo mahal na yung tindahan ni Beth. Siyempre nasaktan si Beth eh. Bakit hindi siya nagsabi sa akin mismo? Pero eto yung napansin at naintindihan ni Beth later on. Yung suki na yon had been a loyal customer for so long that she felt uncomfortable na i-raise yung topic about yung kanyang presyo. So, hindi niya gusto na mag-appear like she was bargaining or nagrereklamo. Para naman siyang mareklamo sa kaibigan. And so, she chose to quietly walk away instead. So, si Beth, Inassume niya na dahil meron silang matagal ng relationship na kung merong mang issue ay dapat ipinalalabas. Pero hindi pala. That's not how it works, anak. The lesson here is that familiarity can actually make feedback harder to give. Kapag malapit sa iyo ang customers mo, ang tendency nila is to protect your feelings at the cost of your business not knowing what needs to change. Kaya, always keep in mind, yung pagiging close, hindi siya kapareho ng honesty. Number 3, hindi nagreklamo, umalis na lang. May customer ka bang bumalik ng isang beses pagkatapos ay hindi na siya pumunta ulit sa iyo at hindi mo alam kung bakit? Maybe you can relate to this couple. Let's call them Vanessa and Aaron. Meron silang laundry shop na merong steady flow of pickup and delivery clients. Consistent naman ang negosyo nila. Okay ang mga reviews and yung kanilang regular customers kept them going. May isang client na ilang buwan nang pumupunta sa kanila, biglang tumigil sa pagpapalaba. Aaron thought baka nakabili lang ng washing machine na sa bahay yung client o baka lumipat na ito sa ibang area. Pero a few weeks later, Aaron bumped into the client sa isang grocery store. Sabi, kumusta ka? Hindi na kayo nagpapadala ng labada ah? The client just smiled awkwardly. Bisa lang po kami. Pero ang totoong kwento, lumabas through a mutual friend. Isang batch ng damit ng client ang naibalik na may konting amoy. Parang hindi pa fully dry nung tinupi. Siyempre, yung client was disappointed pero he felt na yung concern was too minor to just bring up directly. Baka naman isang beses lang yon, she told herself. So instead of saying anything, she just stopped booking. Masama ang loob ni Vanessa nang malaman niyang totoo. Bakit hindi na lang siya nagsabi sa amin? Maayos naman namin yung kaagad. Well, you see, yun mismo ang point. Inisip ng client na baka maging awkward kung sasabihin pa niya, baka magkaroon pa ng issue. Kaya mas pinili na lang niyang umalis. And what this teaches us is, most customers don't complain out loud. They just leave. At pag napansin na natin na wala na sila, matagal na palang nangyayari ang dahilan. And the habit of going elsewhere is already set. Number 4, lahat nakakaalam, ikaw na lang ang hindi. May narinig ka na bang hindi magandang comment tungkol sa product mo, pero hindi direkta sa iyo? Sa iba mo palang nalaman? Sounds familiar? Kasi ganito rin yung nangyari sa isang lady na kilala ko. Let's call her Samantha. May home-based baking business kasi siya at gumagawa siya ng pastries at bread na sinusupply niya ng wholesale sa ilang cafes. She started small but she built a steady group of cafe partners. May isang cafe na regular na nag-order sa kanya ng ensaymada. Every week, walang palya. Samantha asked her contact sa cafe, "Kumusta ang benta ng ensaymada?" And the reply was polite, "Okay naman po, medyo mabagal lang." So, inaccept lang ni Samantha yung sagot na yon and nag-move on na siya. Pero later, a friend who happened to visit that cafe heard a customer say na mas matigas na daw kaysa sa dati ang ensaymada. And the barista actually mentioned to that customer, "Oo nga, parang nagbago na nga yung supplier." Pero walang nagsabi kay Samantha. Not the cafe owner, not even the barista. Kasi walang gustong magsabi ng diretso na nagbago na ang product mo. So the truth stayed in conversations and group chats that never reached her. Eventually, na-realize niya na nag-iba na ang texture ng ensaymada niya nang nagpalit siya ng flour brand. Hindi niya napansin, pero napansin ng customers niya. Kaya anak, ang lesson ay ito. The people who sell your product to the end customer hear the real feedback. Pero kung wala kang system para malaman ang feedback na yon, mananatili lang yon sa mga usapan ng iba. Number 5, salamat, goodbye, naghanap ng iba. Have you ever felt na parang ginawa mo namang maayos ang trabaho mo, pero hindi na ulit nag-book ang client mo? Does this resonate with you? Let me tell you Daniela's story. May corporate event coordination business siya. Tapos hinahandle niya everything. Venue sourcing, catering program flow, and logistics. And most of her clients are repeat corporate accounts. After isang major event, year-end party ng isang mid-size company, feeling ni Daniela naging maayos na naman ang takbo ng event. You see, the night went smoothly, pero natapos ang event, the client even said, "Maganda, thank you." Naturally, si Daniela expected another booking, maybe a summer outing or a team building event. Pero dumaan ang mga buwan at walang follow-up. Later, someone she knew casually mentioned that the same company had already hired a different event coordinator for their next event. Nagtaka si Daniela. Maayos naman ang event, wala namang reklamo. So anong nangyari? Months later, through someone who worked at that company, she finally learned the real reason. Napansin pala ng VP who was overseeing the event na umabot ng halos 45 minutes beyond the schedule ang program. Hindi niya to na-mention kahit na kanino during or after the event. Dahil, as he put it, ayoko itong gawing issue. Instead, he simply decided not to book Daniela again. Hindi rin kasi nagtanong si Daniela ng maayos na feedback pagkatapos ng event. Akala niya kapag sinabi ng client na maganda, ibig sabihin okay na lahat. Pero the part of the client experience that would determine whether they would return never lumabas. Kaya ang lesson, minsan kapag sinabi ng client na maganda or masarap at the end of a project or a product, courtesy lang yon. Kaya if you don't ask the right questions after every job, you may never know why the clients did not come back. Anak, I hope those 5 situations made you stop and think for a moment. Kasi kung mapapansin mo, may isang bagay na pare-pareho sa lahat ng kwento. Wala sa kanilang customers were vocal about it. Wala namang nagdadala ng formal complaint or mahabang message. Basta quietly, they just pulled back. Some stopped ordering, others simply looked for another business. So, ang negosyo mo, anak, cannot grow on assumptions. Yung okay naman, hindi data yon. And that smile at the end of a transaction does not automatically mean babalik ang customer. Yung customer na nawawala sa'yo right now, malamang may sinasabi sila, hindi lang direkta sa'yo. Baka sinasabi nila yon sa friend, neighbor, or sa ibang suki somewhere else. And if there is no system for that feedback to reach you, you might keep fixing the wrong things. So, if your business is already more than 3 years old and sometimes you feel stuck or unsure how to grow without guessing, I can help. Kung gusto mo ng personal guidance from me, you can start with a free clarity call with my team. Grow your business without guesswork or overwhelm. Book your free clarity call. The link is in the comment section. And let's be business-minded, Pinoy.